Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I know there's a lot of change taking place right now. There's a different work environment, a different school environment, there's a different home environment, but hopefully we can all find a way to stay active and stay healthy and navigate through this situation. We have had the adaptive learning course, so I think we've learned a lot about how to be a little bit more resilient. So the purpose of this video here is really to get you prepared for our next class. I mentioned that our school environment's different. UTD is actually shut down. It'll be locked up here for a while. Next week is actually spring break for all the undergraduate students, but we'll resume classes there at some point in time. But for now, we need to get prepared for our first virtual classroom. And that's going to be this Friday and Saturday. And the purpose of this video is really get you up to speed on that. So I put together a guide. It's called the Virtual Class Guide. It's out on e-learning. And e-learning, you'll find that e-learning is still going to be a really active part of our learning environment. So we still need to go there and use that. But we are going to use a virtual classroom delivery system that's called Zoom, Z-O-O-M. The virtual guide has all the instructions in there on how to download Zoom onto your Mac or PC and things of that nature. E-learning, however, special topics in healthcare management is actually the name of the course. We refer to it as healthcare policy and economics. So there's a little bit of a misname there, but on the e-learning system, UTD e-learning system, you'll find it under special topics in healthcare management. And out there are going to be all the documents that you need. Now, I just mentioned this virtual classroom guide, and so make sure you look at that and follow through on it. Regarding Zoom, Zoom is easy to use. I want everybody to go out there and go through the process of getting it on your computer, making sure that it works. And I'd like for you to send me a text or an email to let me know that you've got it up and going. And if you don't have it up and going, let me know and I'll help you get it up and going. So if you would, send me a text. In your text, say who you are so I don't have to guess from a phone number or an email. But here is my cell phone number, 214-686-0453. And you all know my email at UTD, robert.kaiser@utdallas.edu. Okay, good. So we'll get into more of the details of the virtual environment. It is going to be 4 sessions of 75 minutes. That means we're going to be on for 5 hours, and we'll have some breaks interspersed in between. We're also trying to accommodate a later start, so the people in Hawaii, that's you, Jace, and the people in California or other areas where you might be traveling will have easy access to be able to get online. So that'll be a new experience, and I think it'll be a fun experience. I think it'll still be very interactive. We'll be able to break out into groups and do some fun stuff online as well. So let's get more detailed in getting you prepared for this coming up Friday and Saturday on the 27th and 28th. So you have 3 books that have been made available to you. The first book is the one you're very familiar with. It's your pre-course readings book. And there's a lot of information there. I'm going to kind of step you through what's important to look at in this particular book. The other 2 books that you have, this one here is the most important book for this Friday and Saturday, How Change Happens or Doesn't. I've broken out into a homework guide, all the details of what needs to be read in this book. That document is called the First Homework Assignment Guide. It's out on e-learning. The other book is one you don't need to read yet. It's going to be for our second intensive, our second 2-day intensive, called Einstein's Dreams. And it's an interesting, easy read novel. So kind of forget about this book for right now. We're going to focus in on the other books. Let me call your attention to a document out on e-learning. It's called the First Homework Assignment. And this is a very different but important part of our virtual classroom environment. Instead of having a pre-read quiz, we actually have 4 fairly detailed homework assignments. This is necessary to make up for the abbreviated time that we're going to have on Friday and Saturday, the 27th and 28th, in our virtual classroom. So there are some pre-reads. I want to step you through those that are very important. So in your pre-read book, the most important document to read there is going to be the Blue Shield, California Blue Shield document. It gives you a very good history of the healthcare environment from the very beginning up to current times. It's a very easy read and it's a fun read. So I want to make sure everybody has a chance to digest that. Another short read, just 3 pages long, is 3 actions Congress can take to reduce drug prices. So those are the 2 documents that you need to read out of your pre-course book for this upcoming 2-day intensive. More importantly, though, is the information that is going to be homework assignment based on how change happens or doesn't. And I've outlined the different pages to read in this book, and I've provided 4 specific homework assignments. Some of the assignments have additional information, some links and YouTubes that are associated with some of the readings in this book. And these 4 assignments are due before class starts on the 27th. Now, there's a lot of work to be done there, but it's not an unreasonable amount, and it's a good adjustment for the abbreviated time they'll be spending on Friday and Saturday in the virtual classroom. So make sure that you go to that first homework assignment document on e-learning and get onto it right away. If you have questions on it, obviously you can reach out to me. And if there are any questions asked, I'll share them back to the group so that other people can benefit from any questions that you might have as well. Well, finally, we will put together our typical course book that we usually hand out in class. It's going to be in one single PDF file, and we'll distribute that on e-learning as well. So anyhow, we're looking forward to having a good virtual classroom, safe travels to wherever you might be. If you want to pool together with some friends and share a computer, that's more than acceptable. Just be safe and be judgmental in terms of where you go and how you interact with people. Try to keep that social distance that you can and be smart about all the hygiene elements that we're all getting more used to as we move through this particular time. Thank you, and we'll see you soon, virtually. Bye.